We've all been there, right? Wondering if what you have with someone is the real deal or if it's just something temporary. It can be so hard to tell the difference between genuine love and something that just kind of looks like it. So in this explainer, we're going to break down the key signs that can help you know for sure.
So just take a second, really think about it. If you had to, could you confidently tell the difference right now? Well, our goal here is to give you a much clearer framework for that. Let's get right into it with the first sign, which honestly might surprise you.
Okay, so the first huge sign is this. True love is all about growth, not force. Think of it like this. It's the difference between helping someone blossom into their best self versus trying to force them into a neat little box that you've designed for them.
And look at the difference here. Let's take a really simple example, like diet. A controlling partner might just demand you change how you eat because, well, it annoys them. But a truly supportive partner, they're going to look for common ground, maybe suggest ways you can both be happy. See, one is a demand that's all about their preference, and the other is an invitation to grow together.
Now, this doesn't mean healthy relationships don't have boundaries. Oh, they absolutely do. But things like mutual respect, those aren't ultimatums you lay out on the first date, right? They're standards that grow naturally out of a real shared connection and understanding.
All right, our second sign is the foundation of pretty much everything, trust. Without it, a relationship is basically a house of cards, just waiting to fall over. It's this trust that creates that safe space you need to be truly vulnerable and open with someone. And trust isn't something that just magically appears, It's built in stages. It always starts with that basic feeling of security. And that security, that's what allows for vulnerability, for sharing those private thoughts and secrets. And when that vulnerability is met with respect, it leads to the ultimate sign of trust, when they actively seek out your advice on life's biggest decisions because they genuinely value what you have to say. So these right here, these are the real-world signs of trust in action. It's not about what they say, it's about what they do. Sharing secrets, that shows they feel safe. Valuing your advice, that shows they respect you. And apologizing sincerely when they're wrong, that shows the relationship is way more important than their own ego. Every single one of these actions is another brick in that foundation of trust.
Okay, point number 3 is all about the future. A fleeting crush, a short-term fling. That's all about the now. But real, true love, that's about looking ahead and realizing you're not just having fun together, you are consciously building a life together.
This quote, it really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? That intense feeling of being in love can come and go, especially when life gets tough. Responsibility is the anchor. It's what keeps you both steady through the storms, long after that initial excitement has settled down.
So what does this responsibility actually look like? Well, it means having those big, sometimes scary conversations, about family, money, where you see yourselves in 5 years. They aren't just living day to day. They're actively trying to weave 2 separate lives into one single, stronger story.
Anyone can be there for the good times, the celebrations, the parties, that's the easy part. But a person's true character and the true nature of how they feel about you, that really comes out when you are at your absolute lowest. Just think about that for a second. Celebrating your success is easy. People might do it just to be polite, or maybe even out of a little bit of jealousy. But someone who sits with you in your grief, who shares that pain with zero benefit to themselves, that is a profound act of love. This shows the huge difference between just feeling sorry for someone and being a true partner. Sympathy is saying, oh, that's too bad. Partnership is rolling up their sleeves and asking, okay, how do we fix this? Your problem literally becomes their problem. They are in the trenches right there with you.
And at the heart of all that partnership is selflessness. It's the why behind their support. It's not a transaction. A partner who really loves you gets genuine, real happiness from seeing you happy. Your well-being becomes a source of their own joy.
Okay, so after exploring all these positive signs, we have to end with a really serious word of caution. Because understanding these signs isn't just about finding love, it's also about protecting yourself from people who would try to exploit it. And here's the hard truth. Some people are only in it for themselves. They'll see your kindness and your trusting nature not as a gift to be cherished, but as a weakness to be used for their own gain. The damage these kinds of people can cause is just devastating. They use someone's love and kindness, take whatever they want, and then they just disappear, leaving the other person completely broken and often finding it impossible to trust anyone again. It can shatter their entire perspective on what love is supposed to be. And that really leads us to the most important takeaway of all. Give it time. Watch for these signs. Consistently. True love isn't some blind leap of faith. It's a slow, steady process of getting to know someone's true character. Your heart is precious, so make sure you're entrusting it to someone who has actually earned it.